Evening, fellow coin collectors. Coin Snatcher here with a new series as promised called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So, in this little series, which I'm going to do on a Monday night, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, if you like it, we'll keep it going. If you don't, we'll change it or stop it or whatever. But we'll give it a crack and see what happens. So, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, I thought we'd take a look at coins on eBay and see what's good value, what's bad value, and what is just a total rip-off. So the first one we've got to look at in the goods section tonight is the 2009 United Kingdom 40th anniversary 50p silver proof set. So there we go. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's a year set that was released in 2009 and it has 16 commemorative 50p's. So there's around, I think it's 500 of these sets. There was 1,000 struck in silver, and then I think some of them were sent off and they were ruined. They were gold plated by the London Mint or something like that. But these sets, they do go for nice money, and this one is at £1,300 plus free postage or best offer. So definitely a bit of a temptation with that one. So what do you think of that one, guys? Would that tempt you? Would you like to have that in your collection? But for me, this week, that goes down in the good section. So the second coin we have to look at in the good section is the 2013 Benjamin Britten Brilliant Uncirculated coin in the Royal Mint packaging. This one was still running in the auction whenever I was looking at it. However, these tend to go for about £90, but recently they've dropped in value, so I thought we'd include this because this one might be a good buy. I'll have to check in with that a bit later and see what it eventually goes for, but this is probably one of the harder packs to get. Now, off the top of my head, I think the mint did 5,098 of these. Don't hold me to that, it was either that or the Christopher Ironside one, but it's one of the low mintage bank packs. It's hard to get a hold of and certainly holds its money very, very well. So if you are into 50p's, that's one of the harder ones to get, and it seems to be going for quite a good price at the minute. So the next coin we have in the good section is a 3 coin bunk set. It's the Winnie the Pooh 2020 50p set, and in this bunk set there's 3 of the 50p's and they're the colour printed ones. So these ones normally sell for £20 each, so the whole set would have been £60 plus £5 for the box, so £65 in total. And this one went for £40 or best offer. So at the minute that's a good price, and that's why I put it into the good section. That's £25 off the normal retail price if you were looking to collect the Winnie the Pooh bunk coins. And finally we'll have a look at one more coin in this section. And the final coin we have in this section is the 2010 UK Keygardens 50p, the BU pack from the Royal Mint. Reason I put this one is this one sold for £14 plus £2 postage, so £16. There was only one bid on it, and I thought that was a really good price because if you know your 50p bunk packs, there was 2 bunk packs released with the Keygardens 50p in it, and this is the slightly rarer one of the 2. You can see in this one there's a lot of cardboard and just the 50p. In the other one it's a lot less cardboard and the 50p. So interesting to see that. I keep an eye on those bunk packs. I think those ones are quite interesting. You don't tend to see as many of those ones. So that's it for my little section on the good, and the next section we'll go on to is the bad. Okay, so the bad, and here we have an example of the bad. So this is the 2020 Peace, Prosperity and Friendship with All Nations 50p coin. As you can see, can't be bothered to take a photograph of it the right way around, and somewhere this person has got it in their head that they could get £450 for this coin and £1.83 postage. Luckily nobody's bid on it yet. Obviously the person's delusional, or they're one of those lefty European types that think this coin's fantastic. This coin doesn't really do anything for me in terms of the design on it. I don't think it's going to be one of the very popular coins. Normally, if a coin has writing on it, it doesn't do that well, except in the case of the diversity coin where that has writing on it, and that was supposedly the best coin of the year. But anyway, look at that, £450 or best offer. Tempted to make the best offer, but 17p, and even then it still wouldn't be a good deal, would it? So that's the first one we've got today in the bad, and let's look at the next one. So what have we got next? Well, apologies, you can't see anything on the screen there. That's more to do with the photograph the seller's taken. They've obviously tried to give Paddington Bear at Buckingham Palace a smoothed over look. And wouldn't you do that as well if you were asking £35,000 or best offer for a coin? Honestly, these people should be locked up and put in a mental asylum. They are absolutely deluded. I do begrudge them the eBay space to put up adverts like this. You know, why waste people's time? Why waste people? You're wearing away people's index's finger while they scroll through all this shit. So anyway, that's the the next one on the bad list. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's see what else is out there on the old Fleabay. Well, folks, it didn't take long. It really didn't. If we zoom in a bit here and we have a little look, we've got Paddington Bear, Tower of London, £10,000 plus £1.83 postage, and there's been one bid. Just really don't know what to say about it, do you? It's hard to fathom the sort of people who are going to pay £10,000. You know, I look at these and the first thing that comes into my head is somebody's bid £10,000 and they're taking the piss. The second thought is it's money laundering, and the third thought is it's genuinely an idiot who's got more money than sense. But come on, if you were spending 10 grand in a coin, you'd have a better idea of what you were buying. So that leaves the first two options: money laundering, or somebody's just taking the piss out of the seller. But I think you have to be careful, you know, what you bid for, whether or not it's a legal contract or not. But that one, I feel sorry for the person who bought it. Feel sorry for the seller as well. But we'll pop that into the bad for this week. Not good at all. £10,000. Oh, I've got one of those. If anybody does want one, and I'll do it for 5,000. How's that? There's a generous offer. This week's bonus offer for you guys. So. The next little section then we've got to have a look at is the ugly. So let's have a look and see what I found to be ugly in the last couple of days on eBay. Okay, so the first one we've got tonight in the ugly section is the Royal Mint Silver Poop, celebrating 50 years of the 50p set. Now, I could have swung both ways on this one, so to speak, because it was an exceptionally good deal for the buyer, but I'm not sure that the seller knew what they were selling it for. So this is the Culture set, and this one has the Keygardens in it, and this one was sold for £100. So I missed out on that item. The seller on this only had 5 items sold in their history, and another reason for including it was sometimes if a deal looks too good to be true, it is, and I would be highly skeptical about paying £100 for that particular set from somebody who has only sold 5 items on eBay and has no other items up for sale. Always makes my mind suspicious, that sort of thing. So that's the first one in the ugly list tonight. Let's look and see what we have next. Okay, so this one is an absolute stonker. This is a very rare Sherlock Holmes 50p coin from 2019, and somehow this has managed to achieve £941 plus the obligatory £1.83 postage. It's had 9 bids. Now, when I did the sort of trial video for this £1.83 postage seemed to pop up quite a bit. So is there some sort of scam going on here behind the scenes? Anything with this £1.83 postage seems to sell for absolutely ridiculous money. There's no way anybody could spend that sort of money on a used 50p based on a a picture that is, I know it looks bad on the camera, but trust me, it's absolutely awful when you look at it on the tablet. So yeah, very worrying times indeed. If there's people out there, that are going to actually bid, and you're going to have 9 bids, £941. Jesus, if I could do that, I'd sell me doubles. I'd be worth, I don't know, a couple of £100 very, very quickly. But wouldn't be in my nature to be able to actually take money off someone for something like that. But do be careful, guys. If you're ever drunk one night, like, if you've had a few too many and you think Sherlock Holmes is a coin you want to add to your collection, you should be looking to pay about 50p plus 30p postage, not 941 plus £1.83. So that really is an absolute stonker. And then the final one I thought we'd have a little look at is a 100% genuine Keygardens 50p. It's a rare coin, Royal Mint collectible, limited edition. They got it set against the Treasure for Life 50p collector's item there as well. So that looks like that's I don't know if that's it. I think it's thick enough to be one of the actual albums, but you don't get the album with it. This only includes the coin, and this is £2,500 plus £100 postage. What an absolute rip-off. These people who are on eBay and put these prices up, they're Dick Turpin, at least he wore a mask. These people are just daylight robbers. They're scumbags. I feel sorry for anybody who does put their hand in their pocket and pay £2,600 for a Q coin. And to be honest, I'd like to see that under a bit better magnification, because it doesn't look the best of Q coins. It looks like one of those IRB copy coins. So not only could you get fleeced on the price, you could get fleeced on whether it's an actual real coin or not. So that brings a little end to the first video in this series, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I hope you enjoyed it. You'll have to bear with me on the sort of editing side, trying to use the tablet and the phone, getting everything to work together cohesively. It's a bit of a struggle because me and technology do not get on. In fact, both the tablet and the phone have already told me they don't like me and they won't work properly for me. So it intermittently works, and then sometimes the camera will just decide to swing round and you get a completely different angle. So bear with me. Maybe sometime in the future when one goes professional, we might get one of those fancier cameras, but for now we've got to make do with the phone. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. For now, that's it. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. Peace and love. Coin Snatcher out.